Barnaby was a quiet testament to enduring love, a senior Beagle whose life revolved entirely around his human, Eleanor. For over a decade, their bond was unbreakable, a symphony of shared moments and unspoken understanding. Every evening, Barnaby would curl up at her feet as she read in her favorite armchair, a ritual of comfort and companionship. Then the music stopped. Eleanor was gone, and Barnaby's world fractured into a silence so profound it seemed to swallow him whole. His gentle eyes, once full of playful mischief, now held a deep, unyielding sorrow, reflecting the emptiness of a home that had lost its heart and the chilling vacancy of that beloved armchair. In the desolate days that followed, the once bustling home became a mausoleum of memories, each silent corner echoing with absence. Barnaby, typically vibrant, now moved like a ghost, his steps heavy, tail still, his essence diminished. He would wander familiar rooms, nose twitching with desperate hope, seeking a scent no longer there, a comforting touch never to return. But the most poignant ritual was his nightly pilgrimage. As dusk settled, Barnaby would pad into the living room, his old eyes fixed on Eleanor's favorite armchair, now empty, cold, and achingly still. He'd lie by its side for hours, a silent sentinel, listening for footsteps that never came, a monument to a love departed, leaving him utterly alone. He was perpetually drawn to that vacant seat, a heartbreaking testament to his unwavering loyalty. Weeks later, Eleanor's granddaughter Clara arrived. Her mission, sort through the estate, a daunting task made heavier by her own quiet grief. She knew Barnaby from Eleanor's fond stories, but the dog she found was a shadow of the spry, happy Beagle. He offered no bark, no wag of a tail. His gaze was distant, his body language speaking volumes of a heart in profound mourning. Clara's heart ached for him. She understood his loss, seeing her own pain mirrored in his quiet despair. She watched his nightly silent vigil by the empty armchair, a heartbreaking routine she instinctively understood, an echo of her own longing for Eleanor's presence. Clara tried everything to reach him, offering gentle pets, soft words, and tempting treats, but Barnaby remained unresponsive. His spirit seemed elsewhere, lost in echoes of Eleanor's laughter and her comforting hand. He barely acknowledged her, retreating further into his shell. Each evening, as shadows lengthened, Clara would silently watch Barnaby make his way to Eleanor's armchair. He'd sit before it, sometimes for an hour, old eyes fixed on the empty cushions, a quiet, unwavering testament to his unyielding loyalty. He seemed afraid to let go of the pain that tethered him to his past and that symbolic, empty space, an almost sacred vigil. His loyalty was a profound spiritual connection, defying easy comfort. One quiet afternoon, Clara sifted through Eleanor's old cedar chest, filled with cherished mementos and lingering scents. She pulled out a faded, soft shawl, still carrying a faint, unmistakable scent of Eleanor's perfume and a lifetime of memories. Barnaby, lying motionless across the room, suddenly lifted his head. His nose twitched, ears perked, and a tiny, almost imperceptible whine escaped him, the first sound Clara had heard in days. It was a fragile thread connecting him back to the world, pulled by memory's tug. A flicker of recognition in his clouded eyes, a momentary break from his silent vigil, offered Clara a glimmer of hope that his heartbroken loyalty might yet find a path toward healing. Inspired by this small breakthrough, Clara continued her work, but began to hum softly. It was an old, sweet lullaby, one Eleanor had often sung to her as a child, and surely to Barnaby too during their quiet evenings. This familiar melody, a tender echo of the past, filled the quiet house, a gentle, soothing tune cutting through the silence. Barnaby, cautiously approaching the shawl, paused. His head tilted, clouded eyes fixed on Clara, not with sorrow, but dawning curiosity. He took a tentative step, then another, drawn by the sound, a melody bypassing his grief and touching his loyal heart. It was a moment of pure connection, an invitation he cautiously accepted, a fragile bridge forming. As Clara's voice continued, soft and steady, a beacon of hope, Barnaby slowly made his way to her side. He nudged her hand gently with his wet nose, a silent plea for comfort, a desperate reaching out from solitary grief. Clara stopped humming and gently stroked his soft fur, feeling the warmth of his body, the fragile tremor beneath her fingers. For the first time since Eleanor's passing, Barnaby leaned into human touch, a tiny, brave step towards healing, breaking free from unseen chains of sorrow. His ancient gaze met hers, full of trust, a shared understanding of loss and the dawning possibility of solace. It was a profound exchange, a silent promise between two grieving souls finding comfort. In that poignant moment, Clara knew Barnaby couldn't be left behind. She couldn't bear this gentle, loyal soul spending his years in a shelter, or worse, alone in this silent house, still bound to an empty chair and haunting memories. She looked into his ancient, trusting eyes and made a decision that felt profoundly right, a continuation of their shared love. "You're coming home with me, Barnaby," she whispered, voice thick with emotion, sealing the promise with a gentle stroke. It was a promise not just to the dog, but to Eleanor, ensuring her beloved companion would be cherished. Barnaby seemed to understand, offering a tiny, almost imperceptible wag of his tail, full of profound gratitude and a faint spark of renewed hope. Clara's home was a different world, bustling, vibrant, filled with the joyful chaos of her young daughter, Lily, and constant family life. Barnaby, accustomed to quiet solitude and the haunting empty chair, was initially overwhelmed by new sounds and smells. But with Clara's boundless patience, her soft humming, and Lily's gentle curiosity, he slowly began to adjust. He found comfort in soft carpets, the scent of home-cooked meals, and the pattering of small feet. He discovered a new kind of love was possible, not replacing Eleanor's, but adding a new, vibrant layer to his full heart. His journey of healing, from desolate armchair to a new loving family, was well underway, proving resilience knew no bounds. Soon, Barnaby found his new purpose, his loyal heart expanding to encompass Lily. He became her quiet guardian, a furry shadow following her every adventure, offering a gentle nudge, a comforting presence. He even found a new favorite spot, a soft, sunny patch near Clara's armchair, a new ritual replacing the old, but carrying the same warmth of companionship. The deep sorrow in his eyes softened, replaced by quiet contentment and a twinkle of renewed spirit. Barnaby's story became a beautiful testament to love's enduring power, proving that even after profound loss and silent grief, a loyal heart can find new connections, new joy, and new meaning, echoing through generations. He taught them all that love doesn't die. It simply finds new ways to express itself, forever loyal. Barnaby's journey reminds us that love, even in its quietest forms, heals deep wounds and finds new purpose. His loyalty and acceptance of new love show the profound resilience of the canine heart. If Barnaby's story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe to Snug Tales for more heartwarming tales. Tell us, how has a pet shown you unforgettable loyalty?